Hey, how you doing? Justin here with another Robben Ford lick for you. This one's got some really interesting phrasing going on. It's kind of got a bit of an interesting bend. It's also got an interesting technique where he doesn't do the bend right away, which is quite an unusual thing, but I think it sounds really cool, and it's another really good tool that you should add to your trick bag. So let's get to a close-up and see how to play it. Okay, a little slower. Okay, so we're starting off with the third finger in the 7th fret of the 2nd string, and we're going to do a semitone bend, but we're not going to play it until the bend is already up. So we're going to bend the string, play it, and then release it, and then we're flicking the 3rd finger off to the 5th fret. Sometimes called a pre-bend. Just takes a bit of practice to kind of guess that note. I find if I think about it too much it starts going wrong, but okay, so just put the bend up, play, release, flick it off to the 5th fret, and now we're putting the 3rd finger down on the 7th fret of the 3rd string, okay? And we want to hear that note, but we're going to hold it for a second, and then we're going to do a tone bend, so we get this. Okay, so it's not going straight to the bend. We don't want to go straight into that bend. Then 1st finger, 5th fret of the 2nd string, rolls over onto 5th fret of the 1st string, and little finger then goes down the 8th fret of the 2nd string. And we finish with very short last note, 5th fret on the thinner string, 8th fret to 5th fret to flick off, and making sure that you mute straight after that. I'm actually relaxing my 1st finger so the note just stops straight away, but I'm also doing a bit of muting with the picking hand just to make sure. So okay, so the count for this one, we're starting on the and after 3. So we're going to have 1, 2, 3, and 4 E and 1 and a 2, 3 E and. Okay, again, 2, 3 and 4 E and 1 and a 2, 3 E and. One more time, so making sure that you get that bend on the 3rd string on beat 1. So 2, 3 and 4 E and 1 and a 2, 3 E and. Okay, if you leave off that last part, you can actually cycle it quite well. So 2, 3 and 4 E and 1 and a 2, 3 and 4 E and 1 and a 2, 3 and 4 E and 1 and a 2. And that bend wants to be really quite sharp. It's a really interesting lick, this. This idea of playing a note and then putting the bend on a specific beat, it's a lovely concept. Not many people are doing that. Not in the blues field anyway. In country I guess they do it a bit more, but and this also a very Robben-y thing to have these little fast 16th note flurry that just finishes really quite suddenly. It's a lovely ending to that phrase. It's really, really cool. So both those things are things that you should check out. So this I normally start with a down pick, relax the bend, flick off, down, bend, down, up, down, down, up, flick off, down, relax, flick off, down, bend, down, up, down, down, up, flick off. And noting here as well on the bends, there's a mute that happens with that hand. It's very subtle. And here, I'm also using the hand just to make sure I get a nice solid mute at the end. I'm trying to find something interesting and unique in every lick in this series, and this one's got a few different elements that I think are worth checking out. First of all, the pre-bend, you know, that little ghost bend at the beginning. If you've not encountered that before, it's a really, really cool little trick to add to your bag. You know, it's a nice sound, it's a little bit different, and definitely something that you can explore quite a lot, you know, depending on, you know, all of the different bends that you've ever learned on the minor pentatonic scale. You might like to apply that idea to and see what you come up with. It'll definitely expand the way that you can use other licks if you take that into consideration. The phrasing of it is also very interesting. This 16th note, da 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 da, it's kind of an interesting, because it's still bluesy. It still works even in a kind of a shuffle kind of situation, but having that rhythm and again trying to extract the rhythm and maybe trying to apply that to some other licks that you know, or just changing the notes completely, you know, just stay with that rhythm and try improvising some other notes but sticky on that. That's a cool way of trying to get some different ideas going on. Particularly with this one, it's the idea of playing a note and holding it for a bit before you bend it, and then bending it exactly on a particular beat or in a particular rhythm. That's such a really great little thing to do, and something that's quite common in Robben Ford's playing. It's a lovely little idea, and there's very few other people that are doing that, not in the same way. So this lick's got lots going on for it, and as I can only urge you to try and explore these things as much as you can on your own, and of course listen to a lot of Robben Ford, you know, because just by listening you're going to learn a lot of these tricks and the nice phrasing and all that sort of stuff a bit by osmosis, and you know, it's really, really great fun. So hope you enjoy adding that to your lick bag, and I'll see you for plenty more very soon. You take care of yourselves. Bye bye.